Hello and welcome to Culture Shock, the pop culture podcast brought to you by four aging millennials and our outdated opinions. My name is Corey, and with me as always is...
My name is Michael Craig, and this is the best podcast alive.
Well, that's it for the four aging millennials. It's just me and Mike today. He's a friend from work, so I brought him along, and we're going to talk about some comic books and the movies and what they did right, what they didn't do right, and what we're kind of hoping they do. So, in the great words of Steve Rogers, I can do this podcast all day. All right, so with only the two of us here, and we're both, I'm more of a comic book nerd than you are, but I think we're both pretty well into the movies, and we can accept them for what they are and enjoy them for what they are.
Oh yeah.
With Thor: Love and Thunder coming out July 8th, I figured maybe we should talk about some comic book versus movie reality and how they changed them, if we like what they changed, which I'm pretty open with most things. If they don't completely fuck up a character, I'm pretty open with it.
I think in any comic book movie, and I don't know why this bothered me so much, the only thing that's ever bothered me was when they made the Captain Marvel movie and they made Marvel, like the original Captain Marvel was a guy. And I was all for them using Carol Danvers as, the Captain Marvel. Like, yes, let's get some strong female characters out there. I'm all for that. But then you're changing more of it by doing that. That part just seemed unnecessary to me. I'm probably going to come off as sexist or whatever. I don't care.
No, I mean, when you go with the lead of the movie being female and strong, you don't 100% have to be the one who trained her and made her who she is also a female when Captain Marvel was always a guy. I don't believe there was a version of Captain Marvel in the comics that was a woman. I could be wrong.
No, not until Carol Danvers came along.
Yeah, and so I don't mind those changes, but having Marvel be the awesome person that he is in the comics would have been amazing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But they kind of made Marvel just like a computer, basically, that controlled things. I didn't like that.
Yeah, it was the whole thing was weird. Like, the movie overall, I love the movie. It's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, it's up there.
The action sequences are great. I don't understand the hate for Brie Larson.
No, just because she's a super feminist and a lot of people are put off by that. I don't. That's cool with me. Fine.
Probably the same reason people hate Emma Watson.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason in this world, no matter how progressed we are, there's still a lot of people out there that are just against it.
There is, because there's toxic masculinity. There's also toxic feminism.
Oh, yes, and they, you know what? They even know that. So we're not even coming at anybody. You guys know.
Yeah, it's just, there's always the same. There's two sides of a coin.
That's very true.
Unless you're Two-Face.
He makes his own luck. So.
See, I brought it around.
There were a couple versions of Two-Face in the movies, and one of them was good. One of them was good.
One of them was way over the top.
Way too over the top, and didn't want to be there.
We talked about this in our Batman episode. I really feel like he was just trying to upstage Jim Carrey.
100%. Tommy Lee Jones does not have the charisma to outstage Jim Carrey, which most people in Hollywood don't, so can't blame him there.
Tommy Lee Jones, great actor. I like him in just about everything I've ever seen him in, but not that movie.
He was great in Captain America: The First Avenger. You just got to find the right role for him.
Excellent in the Men in Black movies.
Yeah. He's an amazing actor, but that just wasn't...
That wasn't his style.
No.
It wasn't close to it. And
he's not a kooky actor. He can be funny when he's not trying to be funny, when he's being the grumpy old man.
Yeah.
Like, I think the movie was called Man of the House, where he was like a Texas Ranger and he was watching these sorority girls. He was funny because he was like
he's the straight guy.
He was the straight actor who had to watch these girls and didn't know what to do. It was funny because he was this old man that didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
But when he's trying to be kooky and insane and ha 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 and laugh, it just, nah.
Forgive me when I said straight guy, like he was a straight character, like
Yeah, the straight man. In
straight
in
man. Yeah.
in movies, there's the comedian who was Jim Carrey in that movie, and
Yeah.
then the straight man who has to keep him leveled but still does funny stuff unintentionally. That is called the straight man, and that Tommy Lee Jones should have been an amazing
Yes.
straight man.
Yes.
Because in The Dark Knight, Aaron Eckhart played that perfect straight man. I mean, that wasn't a comedy like Batman and Robin or Batman Forever was supposed to be. But
don't even talk about Batman and Robin. Adrian will certainly pop up.
We can't. You know what? Maybe his internet will come on if we talk about Batman and Robin. Oh, by the way, Adrian and Doug can't join us today. They have super explosive diarrhea, and there's only one toilet in their house, and they're both on it, so they couldn't be here with us.
You know, it's probably that Jill sandwich that we ate last week.
That's Doug's problem. Mike got over it pretty quick.
I was fine, yeah.
Adrian must have snuck in there after our episode and got a bite of that sandwich, and he's not feeling so well.
Oh, dude. Oh, no. You don't eat a Jill sandwich a day late. That was the problem.
No. I don't ever eat a Jill sandwich. It's too corny for me.
Oh, wow. We're okay.
Yeah. Dad jokes galore in this one, I feel. This is
what happens when Doug's not here. We can say them.
Yeah. And he doesn't correct them. But I love everything Chris Hemsworth's done with the Thor character.
Oh, absolutely.
Taika Waititi's amazing. He took over in Thor Ragnarok, and he made probably one of the best movies in the MCU.
It's in my top 5.
It's in my top 5 as well. It's incredible. Taika Waititi is probably one of my favorite people on earth. He's hilarious. And he's also Korg in the movie.
I love
you guys
Korg.
Didn't know.
Korg's one of my favorites. So
yeah, they're bringing Gore the God Butcher into this movie. Thor: Love and Thunder, July 8th comes out. They're bringing Gore the God Butcher into it, and they got Christian Bale to play him, and I'm so fucking excited because Christian Bale's also an amazing actor. And other than a lot of people are mad because the tentacles aren't on Gore's head, but just because we didn't see them yet does not mean he does not have the tentacles. People don't realize that the trailers don't show you everything all the time. So it's very, very possible that near the end of that movie, he'll get so angry or strong or near death that something happens where he gets the tentacles. That I don't think that's a comic book thing, but the movies do change some stuff. So, I mean...
And that's what we're kind of here to talk about.
And to me, I don't care if the tentacles aren't there. Yes, he kind of looks like Voldemort, and I get it. That's weird. But I like Voldemort, so fuck it. Let's bring him on.
You just expect fucking Daniel Radcliffe to show up out of nowhere as Wolverine.
Maybe.
That was a rumor. It was a
rumor. And he handled that quite gracefully in that interview.
I loved him. He's like, I'm very flattered that you all think that I could play Wolverine.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't think he has what it takes, so I don't think they've even approached him. Daniel Radcliffe's amazing, but I don't think he's that good of a liar. I'm pretty sure it's just a rumor.
I will say that he has range.
Well, he's got heavy range, yeah. He's a chameleon.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorite roles of him, and it's just such a stupid character, is Now You See Me Too.
Oh my God, yes.
He's so fucking amazing in that movie, and like it's such a weird character for him that is in a movie about magic, which is kind of weird. But and he's not magic; he's just a scientist.
Well, I mean, overall, those two movies I could watch them anytime. I love both of those movies. I mean, the second one, the twists and turns were a lot more predictable.
Oh well, yeah, because they were kind of the same.
But the first one, I'm going to tell you, man, movies typically do not surprise me. I can watch a movie, and I will say 95% of the time, I see what's happening. I can predict what's going to happen. But
yeah, I'm pretty good at it too.
The first Now You See Me, it actually got me. I was kind of like, whoa, I did not see that coming. I love when a movie does that. That was a crazy twist. Now I will tell you that I did not see Morgan Freeman being the leader of everything. Didn't see that coming. That's true. I didn't see that coming either.
That actually excited me. I was so fucking happy that he was actually the one running everything.
Well, they kind of pulled the same thing that they did to you in the first one.
Exactly.
I didn't see Mark Ruffalo being on their side at the end. I was like, get the fuck out.
You really, and they went and pulled the same curtain, and we still didn't see it. Yeah. It was pretty amazing. But
look, I brought it back around. Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk.
He is the Hulk. Okay, there's one for you. Since we're talking about comics versus reality, did Professor Hulk bother you?
No, I actually loved it.
No, I really like it. There is a comic version where he is very smart and can talk, and
I thought there was.
and they even call him Professor Hulk. He wears like a lab coat and shit.
Yeah.
He's very, very smart. He's still Bruce Banner. I mean, even though he has the Hulk in there, Bruce Banner's brain's still in that head. If he could figure out how to access it, that's one strong, smart son of a bitch. And I just think he figured it out. Now, was he a little too tame? Yes. He didn't get super angry enough. And in Infinity War, he should have been seen. It was kind of annoying that they didn't bring the Hulk out like at all. That was kind of annoying. But
this is a plot device.
It was a plot device, and it was a cool way to have Mark Ruffalo be in the Hulkbuster suit.
Yes, that was pretty cool.
That was cool, but I would have rather, when he was fighting I think his name's Black Dwarf, the big one that he was fighting, I would have rather him be getting his ass beat and tore apart, and then Hulk come out, and that's where he. But the way he killed him was cool. Put the glove on his arm and pushed it so it would like fly up in the. I liked it, but I wish Hulk would have come out in that moment.
I don't really have anything negative to say about Infinity War. I'm not gonna. I mean,
that's literally it. I just wish Hulk were in it more. That's it.
There were so many great moments in that movie. Endgame, as we've talked about kind of briefly in a couple episodes beforehand, and I know because this is hard for you because you're a huge Marvel guy and you love all the movies. I don't hate Endgame. I think it was a great ending to that whole entire story arc.
Yes, it was.
But
it does.
It drug.
I know what you're gonna say. There's a good 45 minutes there right after the first 10 minutes where you're just waiting for the action to start again. I get that.
You're like, what the fuck, man?
But the second time you go through and watch that, it's way less noticeable. And even in theaters, as a huge MCU person, I was sitting there thinking, oh man, did they make Infinity War 2 good? That now I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? I thought they maybe ruined Endgame because they made Infinity War so good. But
and the payoff, like all of those people coming out of the portals or whatever, whatever they're called. What are they called? You know them.
You mean the things that the sorcerers make?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, portals.
Okay. I didn't want to use the wrong term. Marvel fans.
They use the sling ring to make, I don't know, doorways. I think they just call them doorways. I can't remember.
Okay. Marvel fans, please don't hang me for saying portals.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. A portal opens, you go through it, and you're somewhere else. So, being the Rick and Morty fan I am, I'm not going to kill you for saying portal.
All of those characters just coming out of there, like it was a
great
amazing
moment.
Scene. Like if you're not like a huge comic book fan, but you've spent the entirety of like what was it, 10 to 12 years watching these movies, if your hair didn't stand up on end a little bit, why were you there watching the movie?
When he finally got to say Avengers Assemble,
yes,
I basically fainted in the theater. I was almost standing up out of my seat. I was so happy that he was about to say it.
And then him picking up Thor's hammer was pretty badass.
Thor saying, I knew it. There were so many amazing moments in that movie. Just, I can't even describe. I hate when people say that Marvel will never get to where they were at Infinity War and Endgame, but
why should they?
There's a good point there. They might not ever hit that, like, holy shit moment ever again, but they don't have to.
No.
They did that. They can just make movies now. Why do they have to match Endgame and Infinity War?
People are kind of like wondering, what are they building to now? Like, why can't the story just continue to progress? It doesn't have to have this huge epic moment again.
There are so many, like, with X-Men coming in and Fantastic Four coming in, Blade coming in, fucking Miss Marvel is going to be with Captain Marvel. They're going to do the Marvels. I can't wait to see Mahershala Ali as Blade. I'm so excited. The Eternals did bring a couple characters that are going to go forward.
I still need to watch that. You can spoil stuff for me. I'm not Doug. I don't really care about
Eternals is a decent movie. It's honestly, if you think of it as an MCU movie, you might hate it a little more than if you just watch it as a superhero movie. Because you're not going to see a whole lot of Marvel stuff yet.
Sounding dangerously close to an argument we had a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Let's just blow past that. There's literally, if you watch The Eternals, there's literally zero things you need to know about MCU movies leading up to it at all.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to know nothing. It's its own movie about these beings that have been around forever and protecting humans. That's it. There's nothing connecting them. So even in the post-credit scene, there's nothing from Marvel that's already been established. The only thing in the post-credit scenes that you see is Kit Harington's character, who is going to be the I think his name is the Black Knight. I can't remember, but he has the ebony blade, which carries like souls of its murdered victims.
Oh, so like Marvel's version of Katana.
Kind of like Katana, but like a male knight version. He literally wears a suit of armor. He has other powers too, but I can't remember. But Kit Harington's going to play him from Game of Thrones, Jon Snow. He had very little to do in the Eternals, which kind of sucked. But in the post-credit scene, he is pacing back and forth because he's dating one of the Eternals, finds out in the movie she's an Eternal. She gets taken at the end of the movie by one of the Celestials. This is all German to some people, I know, but if you watch the movie, you get it. But
I like being informed.
she tells him, you need to get a hold of your uncle. It's just a small thing you don't even know. You need to get a hold of your uncle and mend fences with him. I know you want to make up to him because she knows the earth might be destroyed. But she's actually telling him she knows his family is actually like they were superheroes. And he needs to get a hold of his uncle because his uncle knows that. In the post-credits scene, he's pacing back and forth and there's this box on the table and he's like, I don't know. And he finally walks over and opens it and it's the ebony blade. And it's like shimmering and there's like souls you can see in it.
That's pretty cool.
And it's like the whole point of the sword was he needed to kill a certain person to be free of killing and be put in that box to rest forever. And it says in there, please, something like, please don't you like, please let me rest. And Kit Harington says, I'm sorry, I need you. He grabs it and then you hear in the background, I don't know if you're ready for that, kid. And it's Mahershala Ali's blade. But you don't see him. You just hear him say, I don't know if you're ready for that, kid. And holy shit, did it kind of sounds like Tony Stark. So when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, they brought back Tony Stark. But then I looked it up and it's supposed to be Blade. And I was super fucking excited.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm hoping that's where they go with him. And there's just so much coming for Marvel. I could gush for an hour and a half about where I hope it's going. I'll try to keep it light here.
Hey, gush away. I mean, my biggest thing that I'm excited for with Marvel, no surprise to anybody, is I just really want fucking Deadpool 3.
Me too. I've been dying for it.
It's been a long time coming.
I knew with Disney buying them, it was going to take a while to get everything figured out and how they could still be R. And they did announce they're going to let him do his own thing.
They have to.
It wouldn't work with. I don't think Ryan Reynolds himself would even do it if they took that away.
You can put, and I think you and I have talked about this with Doug, because Doug doesn't agree with us. You can put Deadpool in a PG-13 movie where, as long as it's not a Deadpool movie,
easily you could put him in a 5 to 10 minute scene where he's just helping out and then disappears, like Quicksilver in the X-Men movies.
Yep.
Like he just shows up, he helps them in slow motion, which is beautiful.
I would like that.
And then he takes off, and it'd be so easy.
Fox doesn't get the credit that they deserve in certain aspects of what they've done with the X-Men, and that the Quicksilver scenes were some of the best artwork I've seen.
I don't think anything's matched that like art style of him going fast.
Zack Snyder's Justice League tried to match that with Ezra Miller's Flash scene, which was done pretty well. I mean, and
it was.
Zack Snyder's brilliant when it comes to slow-mo, so I mean that's kind of his forte.
He uses it a lot. He's brilliant / not brilliant sometimes with it.
Sometimes it's like, dude, we get it, Zack. You like things. You like people
Jesus
to see
Christ.
things slow.
If you've ever seen the movie 300, just every other scene is slow motion. I love that movie, but holy shit, is there way too much slow motion in that movie. But speaking of Ezra Miller, let's just kind of touch on him for a second.
Yeah, let's let the cat out of the bag.
He's losing his goddamn mind. I'm not sure what's going on there. I really hope he gets the help he needs because he certainly needs it.
He's clearly got something wrong mentally. I was a little skeptical about Ezra Miller being the Flash. I actually really liked him as an actor. I loved him in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
I did love him as Credence Barebones. It's Barebones, right?
Yeah.
In the Fantastic Beasts movies.
That's another thing that sucks is he's like a main person in those movies, and now he's not going to be.
I mean, when Warner Brothers did this to themselves, because they should have, if they were going to get rid of and fire Johnny Depp, they should have also did it to Amber Heard. And like, you can't just assume, especially when there's an upcoming trial, that one's guilty and the other's not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's in our Constitution. Innocent until proven guilty, right?
Oh, well, by the grace of Odin himself, Adrian must have got over his explosive diarrhea. He must have taken some Imodium or something because he finally found his way into the room.
Ooh, If you gentlemen go to Sheets, do not get the Jill sandwich.
You don't want to eat those prepackaged Jill sandwiches. They're
God,
old.
no.
It wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for Philip J. Fry. Don't eat gas station sandwiches.
It was very good for Philip J. Fry. But, before Adrian did show up, me and Mike were talking about the crazy meltdown of Ezra Miller and the whole Johnny Depp situation with Disney and Amber Heard not being fired from the DC movies, which she should have been immediately like Johnny Depp was. Mike, what were you saying?
I just, kind of reiterating my point. Like, I think it's absurd that they automatically, I think it's absurd that they automatically assumed that Johnny Depp was guilty. And like, I just think that if they were going to fire Johnny Depp, they should have fired Amber Heard as well. Or if they're going to keep Amber Heard, they should have kept Johnny Depp as well. And then just whatever happened after the trial, then go with it. Cause that's America. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But I do understand.
Here's my opinion on the difference. DC is definitely willing to deal with controversy and try and hide as much as they can and use as much as they can.
Here goes the Marvel fanboy.
No, he's not wrong. Look
I
at Joss Whedon.
Disney's way more
That's
family
true.
friendly and will cut that shit immediately.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why Disney got rid of Johnny Depp right away, because
Right,
they couldn't take the chance of, in case he was guilty and hitting Amber Heard, they couldn't take the chance that a woman beater was like one of their biggest stars.
And that I get because it's Disney. It's a family-friendly company.
Disney is definitely not like the NFL in that sense. NFL will let anybody in.
Warner Brothers still, got rid of Johnny Depp without actual evidence. Like,
Yeah, 100% they did.
I think they just followed suit with everybody else getting rid of Johnny Depp, honestly. In this case, to be honest with you, as crazy as we all kind of knew Amber Heard was, Johnny Depp is a bit of an enigma. And, he's
true.
a bit out there. So everybody thought maybe, maybe what if he is hitting a woman?
so
We
you're
can't
saying
have
there's
that.
a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Mike, hit us with your best Johnny Depp impression saying that's true.
That's true.
Not bad, not bad. Guys, I'm just here to really, these guys needed a true comic book savant, so they brought me in.
It's
Adrian has been reading comics since the day I met him, which was the day he was born.
true. What are you
And
talking about? He was reading comics in the womb.
Actually, more impressive, as we've told our fans, I've never lied to anybody. I'm not a comic book person, but since our last podcast, I've read every comic book ever.
it's true. All 12 of them.
Exactly. I know about the
Adrian-
Spider-Mans and the Iron Mans and the...
Adrian doesn't lie. Adrian Baker for president 2024.
He will be old enough in
Yeah,
2024.
that's what I'm saying.
All right, I'm not here for comedic relief. I'm here because I know comic books.
It's true. It's true. That's why we brought it. As soon as Adrian got into our Discord and said, "Hey, I have internet," we were like, "We need his expertise. Let's get him the fuck in here."
And the funny thing
Absolutely.
is 2024, a mission statement from the president, I know comic books, could win him the election.
It's true. I'll vote for him.
It's probably sadly true.
It'll be him, Biden, and Trump. But we'll stay away from that.
Adrian, since you're finally here,
Finally.
do you think they'll do Gore the God Butcher correctly in Thor: Love and Thunder?
Here's always been my problem with Gore the God Butcher.
That's it.
He looks like weird,
That's true.
He looks like a Kratos ripoff, even though he existed way before Kratos.
He actually looks like Voldemort in the Christian Bale's version.
That's Christian
looks like
Bale, right?
Voldemort. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Voldemort and Kratos.
Yeah. Okay. I guess he does have the black makeup on his face and stuff.
See, what the hell would you guys do without me?
Probably get through this.
So the point that I was trying to make earlier is like the difference between the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing and Ezra Miller's situation is like Ezra Miller's clearly fucked up in the head. And,
Yeah, something's wrong with him.
And I feel like if this whole thing with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard hadn't happened, Warner Brothers probably could have got him the help he needed and he could have stayed. But
his image, when he started to change it, he thought he had to change it to be like the crazy cool guy or what, or if it really was just his mental health really fucking getting the best of him. But
he went too far, Jared Leto.
He went way. He was about 30 seconds to Mars.
That's right. You never go full Leto. Robert Downey Jr.
Ezra was a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude.
You never go full Leto.
Never go full Leto.
Yeah, there is a third alternative that maybe Ezra Miller's just a dirtbag.
There's a very good possibility.
We'll have to wait and see if anything from his past ekes up, like people from school saying, "Oh, he was always a douchebag," or "Oh, he was always kind of mean to people, and he was always kind of crazy." If that stuff starts to leak out, okay, maybe he's just a douchebag.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I think Hollywood is getting the best of him.
That's what I was gonna say. I just think it's crazy that earlier in his career there was never any of these incidences, and now maybe because he's becoming so popular,
Yes.
like he's more well known, that maybe the fame is getting to him.
He has been bound to the DCEU, which what a joke, but he has been bound to the DCEU and the Fantastic Beast movies. Like, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of contract. That's a lot of R&D. That's a lot of sorry, not R&D. What are the forms called that they have to sign when they?
I don't know. Ask the kids from How I Met Your Mother.
Can't talk about something. Oh, NDA.
NDA.
There's a lot of NDAs in that guy's life.
Those kids did a fucking awesome job.
Who's frozen?
Yeah, boy.
Adrian.
Oh, I thought I was frozen for a second.
No, Adrian's frozen in a very weird way.
Yeah.
Give it a second, see if he comes back. Maybe I'll pause it for a second. Well, I'm hoping that you guys all enjoyed that about 5 minutes that we had Adrian. He is done again for the night, I think. I think it finally crapped out on him.
Man, that Jill sandwich just caught up to him.
He had crapped out on him. I didn't even mean to do that. That was a clever joke, subconscious me. But
I agree with you, though. I think, all that pressure and everything could have probably got to him. But I mean, that is technically a mental health issue. Maybe he just doesn't deal with the stress and the anxiety of it all very well.
I definitely think that it piled on.
I mean, and also, he's not the first actor to flip out on somebody for trying to get close to him.
No, oh man. Speaking of which, Gore the God Butcher, Christian Bale has done it. He very, very famously flipped out on a guy for being in his eye shot while he was filming, which, okay, Christian Bale was 100% right. That guy should not have been walking around in his eye line because he was acting. But he definitely went a little too overboard with the guy.
Have you seen Tobey Maguire with the paparazzi?
I have. Get the fuck out of my way. I can't see.
I mean, valid. He's very valid.
He's true. That way. It's true. Just recently, I don't care for a lot the kid does, but did you see the Justin Bieber walked up to a girl that camped outside his house all night last week? He walked up to her and kindly said, "Look, I don't appreciate that you did this. This is my place. This is where I relax. Have you ever had a long day and you just want to go and relax and not deal with the world?
Yeah.
This is where I do that. And you're taking that away from me by being here." And then the girl, through all this, gives her this speech. She still says, "Can I hug you?" And he just goes, "No." And he walked in his house. 100% correct. He was 100% right.
And I think he handled that really well.
He handled it beautifully, actually, for Justin Bieber.
Considering all the shit he used to get. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't throw a monkey at her. He didn't pee on her. He did great. But
he should have thrown a monkey at her.
100% these actors, I don't want to baby them too much because they do make a lot of money to do what they do, but they also work 16-hour days, 7 days a week for 3 to 6 months a year. That's a lot of work.
Just because, they're making a lot of money to make movies. I mean, I would love to do that, but can you imagine? That doesn't mean it's not a stressful job.
No. And then at the end of that job, imagine being so famous you can't relax anywhere.
Right.
Because people are constantly walking up to you. Like, one of my favorite things to do is to just come home, relax, drink something, watch. Oh, God. He just popped in out of nowhere. I thought,
guys.
And you didn't ruin it. What the hell happened?
Well, he's back.
He doesn't have a line on my thing, though.
He has a line on mine, and it's showing up.
Can you hear me?
All right, well, yeah, let's just go then, I guess. Imagine being so famous that you can't relax. Like, no matter where you go, no matter what you're doing, somebody's watching you, somebody's asking you for favors, somebody's wanting to hug you, get a signature. just, I love.
Watching me.
Adrian, we're talking about the thing that you and I actually talked
I
about.
got no privacy.
A little bit on Facebook when Justin Bieber went up to that girl and told her, this is where I relax. You need to leave.
Oh yeah, there was nothing wrong with what he did there.
No. He handled it beautifully, and
No, I think he should have threw a monkey at her.
Okay, well, so there is technically a better way to handle it, but
that's what I said he shouldn't have done. You guys aren't listening. And Adrian straight up wasn't here for it.
I literally tuned out
for a good 4 minutes.
Fuck this.
But since we have Adrian for another 3 minutes,
this could be a fun little guest spot.
Like people think that he's just off the handle and like gone. Well, he's missing. He's looking at this shit. He's reading it.
Yeah, it puts me in mind of like, I think I was watching Hot Ones. I think it was Eric Andre.
Yeah.
And like he was saying like he reads his comments. He's like, I read these. He's
Yeah.
like, people are telling me like go to hell and I'm a piece of shit. He's like, I read these, man. He said he replied to one guy and the one guy's like, oh, my bad. I'm actually a huge fan. I didn't know you'd reply. He's like, as soon as I reply, they bitch out.
9 times out of 10, these motherfuckers, when they reply, are like, oh, I'm just trying to get your attention. Can I meet you? And shit like that. Like
they do it by saying the most messed up stuff.
Yeah, for future reference, if anybody ever says anything like that towards me,
right.
Immediately the answer is no. You cannot meet me.
Yeah, right.
No.
Adrian, you have a small dick. Like, how'd you know that? But
I sent them pictures, but
wait, why do you have pictures?
You don't want to know.
I leaked the information and then they got a hold of Corey.
I was really drunk that night.
You were really.
Send to all contacts. This is going to be hilarious.
And I was like, save to my folder for blackmail.
We have Corey hates Jaws, Doug hates dogs. I have a dick pic out there.
I have a few.
I'm squeaky clean.
No, definitely not.
Mike had a few things, but I can't remember them now because I'm a little bit.
Well, I have that really bad singing video that's out there from like high school.
No, we're not going back. I mean, like since our podcast days.
I don't have any of those out there since our podcast days.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
That's why I said Corey hates Jaws, Doug hates dogs. This is what we're discovering.
I don't. What was it that I didn't like that you guys were really upset about?
Rush was one thing.
Yeah,
and there was another big thing I can't remember.
Yeah, but he usually comes around on the things.
Yes, Mike doesn't like Rush. Let everyone hear that.
I can't. It's just all the music sounds the same.
You're so wrong.
They're too
Rush
long.
is variety.
The songs are too long.
I'm just saying what Doug would say since he can't be here. Every time we talk about Rush, he quotes that, which I love.
There's literally only one person I can listen to whose music is longer than 5 minutes. It's Meatloaf.
Oh, I mean, that's a great pick, but really, you don't listen to any. There's so many great bands that most of their songs are like 7 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I like variety. I don't want to listen to the same song for 7 minutes.
Insert soundboard noise here. Rush is variety. I'm going to try to say it the same way every time. Rush is variety.
That's better.
There we go.
Oh, God.
It's back. Let's talk about comic books and comic movies.
You can get Rush albums on Amazon.com.
You're not wrong.
So how's this comic book talk thing going?
Fantastic.
Yeah, hasn't been a whole lot of comic book talk since you got here.
Surprise. Let's derail, motherfuckers.
Weird how that turned from comic books to music. And now I'm tired for some reason.
So what I missed was Ezra Miller to young Justin Bieber days to now we're here.
Yeah, you didn't really miss much.
You didn't really miss much, actually. We were a minute and a half of that was trying to figure out where you went. So
you missed the monkey.
Yeah, I missed the monkey.
But I'm gonna definitely steer it back to comic book movies.
Oh yeah.
But other than Ezra Miller, probably being fired as the Flash, I would imagine. I think they've already announced that even. They are still going to bring out the Flash movie. From what I understand, it's going to be Ezra Miller's last appearance. I don't know if they're going to, because they're opening the multiverse in that movie. So it's very possible they kill him off with CGI. It's easy. CGI is crazy now.
Yeah.
It's very possible they kill off Barry Allen and just don't have Barry Allen in the DCU now. There's other Flashes.
So hold on. Here's the theory that I have. And I actually wouldn't hate this because I do think he does a fantastic job in the TV show.
I love it.
Grant Gustin,
they're going to have to Grant Gustin's going to make an appearance in this movie. We know that just by the fact that Ezra made an appearance
Ezra,
in the TV show. So they're already kind of opening the door for like the Flash TV show is going to be ending soon. I guarantee that if this isn't the last season, it's going to be the next season. So it's kind of open there for him to just kind of take over into the movies.
See, I'm the kind of person that I'm not against that kind of thing happening. Like, honestly, if they were to bring Grant Gustin into the movies, I would love that because I like Grant Gustin. I think he's a great Barry Allen.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of people that are going to have a problem with saying that, well, he's just a TV Flash. He can't be a movie Flash. They're going to have to figure out how to fix that because TV versions of things are a little different than movie versions. You can even see them if you try and watch anything TV as a movie, it just doesn't work. TV's shot different, TV's written different.
Well, it's true, but I mean,
so they're going to have to figure out how to make him a movie Flash because there's a difference.
And I assume in the comics there's more than just Barry Allen.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. There's Wally West. There's Jay Garrick.
These are all iterations of the Flash.
There's Bart Allen, which is known as Impulse for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, I'm just testing you guys.
As far
because you already know this.
Can't believe that's all they named.
Those are the major ones. There is a lot more.
There's a whole Speed Force.
we don't have 5 hours.
The Flash episode. I mean, I know you could do it.
I could. No, I just watched Grant Gustin in a really good movie that was made for Netflix. Saved by Ruby, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful movie. It's really it's about a dog, and he wants to be a canine.
Doug would hate it.
Officer, of course. He wants to be a canine officer, but there's like a bunch of different reasons or why he can't. And honestly, if you guys haven't watched it, it's a really touching story.
I haven't seen it.
It's based off a true story. So
is it? The only straight to Netflix I've watched recently was Hustle with Adam Sandler, which was very good. He made a very good movie. Yes, yeah. It's kind of like a Rocky underdog story, but with a basketball player. And Adam Sandler's like a scout.
And it's an Adam Sandler movie, and it was actually decent?
It was good. Adam Sandler's like an NBA scout. No, well, yeah, but recently.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Well, I'm talking about like the last 10 years.
And
Uncut Gems is a beautiful movie.
It is, but what made me more surprised is it's an Adam Sandler straight to Netflix movie, which is usually terrible.
Well, not all. No, there are a lot of really good straight to Netflix movies, like the movies that Netflix.
Well, no, he's
makes.
talking about Adam Sandler specifically.
But Adam Sandler ones specifically, yeah, those are.
Yeah, the only ones I've watched recently was that, which I do recommend to both of you if you guys like Rocky kind of thing.
Oh, I'll check it out.
And it's got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes and like a 7 point something on IMDb.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so that, and then I watched.
You got me curious.
Mike, have you seen Windfall with Jason Segel? The straight to it's a good movie. No. Jason Segel, Jesse Plemons, who is Todd on Breaking Bad, and then Phil Collins' daughter is an actor, Lily Collins. She's in it. It's a really good, like kind of
coming in the air.
She should have.
IMDb is actually super fucking up one movie right now. They have Lightyear at like a 5 out of 10.
That's because that got review bombed.
Oh,
do you know what happened?
No, I didn't know that.
So a bunch of fucking, here we go, straight white cis males went and reviewed it 1 star before they even watched it, before it's possible to watch
I did
because
hear
there's a
about that.
lesbian scene or whatever.
Oh my god.
That's pathetic. If you're part of that review bomb on Lightyear, you're pathetic.
You can stop listening to Culture Shocked. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And Corey doesn't disagree with that. So
no.
And Chris Evans even said a great quote. He said that kind of thought is like old mentality. He said they're dinosaurs that are dying along with this planet. Like they're dinosaurs that will be left behind. That's what Chris Evans said. So yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Mike. What are you gonna say?
Well, I want to apologize. The movie is actually called Rescued by Ruby.
Rescued by Ruby.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 100%.
Holy shit!
Tomato meter, and it's a 90% audience score.
This is the greatest fucking movie of all time.
Listen, Mike.
It goes Godfather Part 2, Rescued by Ruby.
Listen, you've convinced me, Mike. I'll put it in my queue. It's number 78. I'll get around to it eventually. Jesus
See it in 2037.
I have so many things to watch.
Wait, how many reviews on fucking Rotten Tomatoes is that one?
By Grant Gustin.
And one that's just a picture of a dog. It says Ruby.
And I trust IMDb's ratings more anyway. It's got a 7.1 on IMDb.
Wow! Holy shit! Okay, well, I'll definitely check it out.
7.1 thousand people who voted.
So what we're trying to say is check out Rescued by Ruby, check out Windfall, and check out I forgot the Adam Sandler one, Hustle, I think it's called.
And none of this has to do with comic books.
No,
well, Grant,
fucking Adrian.
Corey tried with the Lightyear with Chris Evans, but then
Well, no, that's
I knew he'd bring it back.
I was just trying to say, like, Grant Gustin, I've seen him in a movie now, and he did phenomenal in my opinion. So,
And I'm not saying he's not a good actor, not able to be in movies. I just think his Flash is so TV ready now that they're going to have to do work.
yeah, I would agree with that. Plus, a lot of people expect the Flash to be like really funny. People don't realize, if you're not a huge comic book fan, that Barry Allen isn't necessarily hilarious.
No, not really.
He's got his moments.
He's the funny one in the Justice League, but that's by default. No, they're all very serious.
So wait, so comparatively, he's like a less funny Flash.
He does some like Spider-Man quips,
quips and
there,
stuff.
but he's not funny all the goddamn time. He's serious too.
He's a very serious guy. I mean, he's a scientist, for crying out loud.
Yeah,
right.
Well, if you want the funny Flash, that's Wally West.
Yeah, he's a lot more funny.
Oh, okay, yeah, that name sounds
And Impulse
familiar.
is just a fucking asshole.
Yeah, Bart Allen.
He's this kid. He's
Barry's
just a fucking dick.
child is a dick.
Pretty sure that's a flavor of Monster. Impulse. It sounds like something Monster would make.
They used to make that in the BFGs or BFCs,
which became, I think, fucking outlawed.
Yeah.
But Rockstar somehow is still putting them out.
It said right on the back of those, do not consume more than one of these a day.
Right. You will have a heart attack.
And I drank like 3.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This kid I used to work with used to drink 2 of those and a bunch of Red Bulls a day. I'm like, dude, you're going to die for sure. Colton, if you listen,
are you still there?
Chill on that shit.
He's like, whoa, culture talk. Whoa.
He still drinks it, I guess.
I drank 4 of those things in less than 24 hours once. And
the BFCs?
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Did you turn into the Flash?
I could see vibrations. I'm not even fucking with you.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm going to drink 4 of them then.
No, I had to go home. I felt sick.
Yeah.
I was at work and I was like, I need to go.
Right.
I am trying to get it back to comics so hard. Could you go through walls like Barry Allen? Can we do this?
I could face through walls. I could vibrate the shit out of doors.
Okay, since Adrian's the comic expert, I'm going to ask him.
Yeah.
Was there anything...
Finally, challenge me.
Was there anything in any of the comic book movies, doesn't have to be Marvel, DC, whatever, just anything, that pissed you off that they changed from the comics?
Hold on. Google. Was there anything? Yeah, I really hated that one scene, how they did it that way, and it should have been the other way.
Yeah, that really pissed me off.
For sure.
And then the one guy said that thing. Jesus fucking
Yeah, and
Christ.
you know what? Civil War, it wasn't, there should have been more characters in Civil War fighting.
Okay, you're
they
right
just
about
weren't
that.
there. I only know that
That's
from
true.
listening to you guys.
That's
I was going to
true.
say, that was one of my things that pissed
Mike's
me
like, wait, how'd you actually do that?
There's just no way they could have done it, though.
They needed to own Fox at that point, and they didn't.
Yeah.
They should have waited to do Civil War.
I wish they would let the fucking Ninja Turtles kill people like in the comics.
Yes.
Yeah, no shit. That would have been awesome.
I've read some Ninja Turtle comics.
That is something
I
that
am
kind of
on board.
pisses me off, actually, as a change, as the Ninja Turtles were where they were still funny in the comics. They killed
let's talk Ninja
motherfuckers.
Turtles.
They used to chop the goddamn feet off. Like, they killed them.
The footsies feetsies.
They killed the footsies feetsies. We should start calling you the Stump Clan now.
They're about a foot shorter.
Hey-o.
Ew.
Good one, Mikey.
These are these are definitely Mikey jokes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude.
Yeah, fucking Ninja Turtles. Why let Ninja Turtles kill again in 2022? Am I right?
Yeah, I'm on board. Make Ninja Turtles great again.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. But
Before COVID hit, there was a heavy rumor out there that they were making a more comic accurate Ninja Turtles movie. And it kind of died with COVID. I'm not sure if they're going to bring that back. I was really excited for it, that they were actually going to bring them and make them a little more brutal.
Guys, I'm
right.
excited. Let's talk Ninja Turtles.
I'm
That's
on
comics,
board.
right?
It is. I'm on board for that as long as Dane Cook plays Shredder.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dane Cook and Shredder?
Well, that would work because he'd just have a mask on the whole time. Nobody wants to look at Dan Cook anymore.
No.
Oh.
That man, he
Poor
treated
Dan
his
Cook.
body like a festival.
Well, as you should.
I mean,
every day I ran my body through a slip and slide. Are you familiar with these? You slip and then you slide.
well, I'll tell you right now, he ran his body through a slip and slide with no water on it. So
have you ever done that? That's painful.
it's very painful.
That was a good Dane Cook impersonation.
Wait, Corey's?
No, yours.
I know. I knew you were talking about me. I thought Corey was spot on.
That's the problem with Dane Cook is he got so many Dane Cook wannabes on stage.
He did. He started like a genre of stand-up comedy.
He did.
So, give him props where he's due. He's going to be Shredder in the new movies. So that's cool.
Wow, did we just make that?
If Kevin Nash can do it, Dane Cook can.
Yeah. Bro, what a wasted opportunity was Super Shredder, huh?
Yeah.
Killed himself in like 30 seconds.
He's Kevin Nash, even though Kevin Nash is not dead.
Mama.
Well, he's a wrestler, so statistically he should have been dead 12 years ago.
Oh my God.
These are just facts, people. Fun facts with Adrian.
Adrian's fucking lame facts. Oh, wait.
God.
Fucking name.
Oh, CT. Anyway, but what I wanted
Wrestlers
to talk
die
about,
young.
isn't that what that song's about? Only wrestlers die young.
Only the wrestlers die.
You know that song, Live Fast, Die Young? That's about wrestlers.
That's about wrestlers.
Live
Well,
fast, die young.
Live fast, leave a sexy corpse.
That's one of my mottos. That's Stanley.
That's Stanley.
I would love to hear the rest of your mottos.
I would love to hear the rest of your mottos. Leave a sexy corpse. I'm like, is that The Office? Is that Futurama? What is that?
That's The Office.
That's definitely also sounds like something Zap Brannigan would say. Leave a sexy corpse, kid. But comic books.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we started with.
The cause of diarrhea.
Hold up. Wait. The Office. John Krasinski. Hey, he was Mr. Fantastic.
Wow, nice tie in there. And Dwight Schrute was Super. Is that based off a comic?
Yeah, I think Super was a comic.
Yeah, like Kick-Ass kind of.
Yeah.
Wait, Dwight Schrute, is he in Dragon Ball Super? What are you
No. He's in a superhero movie called Super. It's excellent with Ellen Page.
With Ellen Page.
Dumb.
Kevin Bacon was the bad guy in it.
Well, of course he was.
Liv Tyler was his girlfriend. There's actually a lot of big names in it now that I read them off.
What happened to Kevin Bacon that he suddenly became like the go-to villain?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just wanted to do it, honestly.
I think like Willem Dafoe, he just has a look about him.
He does.
Oh, he's the bad guy in at least 3 comic book movies now, if you're talking about this one too.
I think
let's not talk about R.I.P.D.
Technically a comic book movie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of Kevin Bacon movies, but they need they need to make a script because he could be like the most wicked bad guy. Like I know he could if they wrote it right.
I will touch on that just very briefly. That movie had so much potential to be awesome, and they fucked it up.
R.I.P.D.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it did.
That is
especially with Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges at the helm. They could have that definitely could have been good.
That was one of my. The trailer looked awesome, and then I watched the movie in theaters.
That's what happened to me.
Shit.
The funniest motherfucker in Hollywood, and Ryan Reynolds. Hey,
shut the fuck up, Adrian.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Once again, we have proven that I can talk shit on a Ryan Reynolds movie.
And it hurt you. I could see it in your eyes.
And there are some bad ones.
Let's do it again. Green Lantern.
Here we go.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. They didn't do anything right with that movie.
No.
I'll tell you what they did right with that movie. The first 5 minutes when he's getting there and being cocky.
They casted Ryan Reynolds as
end of story.
That's where it stops.
I love Michael Clark Duncan in that movie, like the voice that he does.
Oh yeah,
I thought he was great.
I thought Sinestro was good.
I really kind of wanted Sinestro to be a thing. Like Mark Strong is an amazing actor. Sinestro could have been really cool, and they had that post-credit scene that was teasing Sinestro, and fucking that didn't go anywhere.
Did you know they actually they greenlit a second Green Lantern movie?
Yeah. Yep.
While the first one was still in theaters.
Yep. Because they thought it was going to be huge.
Did the first one do good in the theaters? Like, did it make a lot of money?
I'm sure it made money because people wanted to see it.
Yeah, people were craving it so bad, like at that time.
Financially, I think it did fine, but then when the reviews came out, and the drop from weekend to weekend was very noticeable.
I think they knew. I think they just knew, like,
people were telling their friends, like, this is a shit bomb.
Well, I think they knew if they made a second one, it wasn't going to do very well at all. It would have been a waste of money.
Yeah. But, with the DCEU being what it is, and if they bring in the multiverse, they're already bringing Michael Keaton's Batman back. They could bring Sinestro. I mean, Mark Strong's, I don't want to say he's a serious actor because he plays a lot of silly roles, honestly. But I don't know if he'd want to come back to do that. I've never actually heard him interview about that movie at all, so I have no idea. But if they were to bring him back, like bring him into the multiverse, and he like steps out of a portal, I think I'd be pretty fucking happy. As long as his suit wasn't CGI. If they fucking make a real suit, fine, okay.
Yeah. I love that dig at Green Lantern in the first Deadpool movie.
It's amazing.
Please don't make the super suit green or animated.
And then he dug at it again in Deadpool 2 during the post-credit scene when he shoots Ryan Reynolds in the head.
Oh, that's right. Green Lantern never happened. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it made $220 million against a budget of $200 million to make. So it made $20 million. So that's not great. I mean,
Still
yeah,
profited.
so that first weekend probably was most of that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. In the grand scheme of movies, $220 million is a lot of dollars like to make. I'm not saying that's not good, because it is. There's some movies that make easily less than 100.
All right, everybody, you just heard it here. Adrian said that Green Lantern's good.
Green Lantern is fucking solid.
I can probably cut. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I could cut it together, but I don't have to now.
Oh no, I'll just say it.
I'll straight up admit it, bro.
Oh my god, it actually did.
Guilty pleasure.
We mentioned Batman and Robin, and we're like, Adrian.
Not even a guilty pleasure.
No, hold on. We said we mentioned Batman and Robin, and Corey goes, maybe if we talk about that, his internet will suddenly start working, and boom, here you are.
I'm very good at these
talk
things.
more about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
Oh,
No,
it's a comic book movie, right? And isn't Joel Schumacher's the most comic book looking?
Okay.
The Neon Gotham.
Listen, it depends on the storyline, but the good Batman comics are not neon.
But it
They're
felt
dark
the
and gritty.
most.
It
It's just it's because I grew up with them. You know, it felt the most like. I'm
like
like,
a
oh, yeah.
circus. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like a neon fucking acid trip circus, Gotham City.
But if you're basing it on comics, no, it's not accurate.
How dare you?
Batman comics were always darker and grittier.
Question me, the fucking knower of all comics.
I'll definitely say the
That's
characters
true.
weren't fucking comic book accurate.
No, God. No, well, Jim Carrey's Riddler was the Joker, so no, he definitely wasn't accurate.
But it was brilliant.
To be fair, I also feel like Tommy Lee Jones did his best Jack Nicholson Joker impression. I feel like that was his Two-Face. Like he was trying to be Jack's Joker.
He was just so
We had
bad.
two Jokers. Yeah, we talked about this already about how Tommy Lee Jones just phoned it in way too bad.
Oh yeah, we did a Batman episode.
No, I mean, we talked about it before.
On
you were
this
here, too.
episode?
Yeah. It
Okay, so that's been covered.
was one of the
Yeah,
first things we talked about.
Yep. That was pretty good.
See, my impression game's on tonight.
It is.
Now I'm not going to try another one because I'll completely fuck it up.
I want you to do that again, but as Dane Cook.
No, you're asking too much. You're stretching my comfort zone. I can do Dane Cook. I can do Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. I can't put them together.
I just imagine Dane Cook's fake laugh where he's like,
To the face. Yeah, exactly. You nailed it.
Sure, we'll go.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. We talked about Dane Cook way too much in this episode.
There's a lot of Dane Cook talk.
Yeah. How about the movies?
Wait.
How about the movies outside of the main, like Marvel and DC? Was there stuff you guys liked, like from
Oh,
weird comics, like
Ninja Turtles.
Dark Horse, and obviously Ninja Turtles?
I got one for you. 1995 Spawn.
Oh,
Dude,
Spawn.
I liked the old Spawn,
Fucking
honestly.
love that movie.
Michael Jai
Yeah.
White is a badass, first of all.
I cannot
Yeah.
wait for them. They've been talking about making another Spawn movie forever. Just do it, man. Make this happen.
That's already in production. COVID just put a hold on that, but he has some of that written already. But
They're rebooting
if
it, right?
there's one thing, if there's one thing we know about John Leguizamo, it's that he's a creepy little clown. So that was like the perfect. That was like the perfect
Oh, it's so
character
good.
for him. He played that whole thing on his knees too. He had to have hated that.
He's a great Luigi.
Great Luigi. Little clown, like you said.
Moving on.
No, Spawn would be one that I would probably like if I ever actually read comics. He just seems like it's a really dark character. I would read like
It is.
Batman, and
Yeah,
I would read
Spawn's awesome.
Spawn. I'd want to read
Spawn-
anything Venom, probably the Punisher.
Spawn's super dark and gritty, but it's
He's like a
kind of
fucking demon,
it's
right?
kind of boring.
You're kind of boring.
What I've read is thank you. What
But I
I've
know
read
that-
is kind of boring.
I know the animation in the comic books are fucking tight.
Yes,
I can't remember the artist.
oh my god, the art is amazing.
Yeah, the art's amazing in Spawn.
Yeah, it's not Seth
Todd
MacFarlane,
McFarlane.
Todd McFarlane.
Todd McFarlane, right?
It's amazing the artwork, but like Spawn's one of the coolest looking characters ever.
Todd McFarlane has his own line of toys.
Yeah, like Todd McFarlane is literally involved in the movie they're trying to make.
Yeah,
They're just he's great. Don't get me wrong, but the story of
will-
Spawn
so-
is kind of boring.
Todd McFarlane used to be an artist for Spider-Man, and that's kind of why, if you notice, Spawn's mask does look a little similar to that of like Spider-Man and Deadpool. Like they're very similar.
Yeah, I could see that.
I got to bring something up that
Oh, good.
I don't know if Mike even seen this yet. There is a new trailer for the Black Adam movie that's coming out,
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
and
no.
they show a couple of the characters that are going to make an appearance. I think it's Adam. I'm not sure, but there is a character who grows like Ant-Man, like Giant Man.
Oh, yeah.
And as he's growing, they show his face, exact Deadpool mask on his face.
Are you serious?
Eyes the same, colors the same, stripe up the top, up the front.
Huh.
Deadpool.
Wait,
They
you think
ripped him
Deadpool's gonna be in
complete-
Black Adam?
No, they ripped him completely
Oh,
fucking off.
Because that's
Yeah.
Marvel and DC.
Yeah, it's different
Yeah.
universes.
I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna watch this trailer.
Dude, it's gonna piss you off.
I bet you that's a character that exists somewhere in DC's like.
It
lore.
is, but I don't know if he's ever had Deadpool's mask.
Yeah, right.
I think they did. I think they just straight ripped it off.
What if DC made this character before Deadpool? No, I don't know.
Well, hold on. I will say this: most of the characters that Marvel has made have all been.
Yeah,
most
Marvel
of
have
them all
actually
been
copied a lot of
copies
DC's characters.
Yeah.
Every time
just-
I look up, oh, that character's not as cool as the Marvel one. I've looked it up and I'm like, oh, DC did it
that's,
first.
That's my bad.
So Marvel ripped off a lot of characters for sure, but in the end, I think they wrote them better.
Marvel did a lot of them better. There's certain ones that are better than Marvel's. Like, I'm sorry, the Flash is way better than Quicksilver.
Yeah, well, yeah. I love Quicksilver. I think he's a great character, and the movie version of Quicksilver in the X-Men movies
he's
is top
fantastic.
notch.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, the Flash is better.
This is gonna be hard for me to say because like I don't know. I love Slade Wilson so bad. Like I do love Deathstroke.
Yeah.
But I mean, Deadpool's one of my favorite characters ever, so I cannot say that DC did that one better.
No, although Deathstroke is fucking cool.
If you boil it down, they're not even the same character at all.
No, not at all.
The only similarities is that they're both assassins.
And Slade Wilson, Wade Wilson.
Right. Well,
Deathpool, Deathstroke, Deadpool. I think I said
He
this.
said this. Yeah.
Deathpool. No, that's that metal band.
Rob Liefeld claims that he didn't make Deadpool with Deathstroke in mind, but come on, dude. You named
Yeah,
him Wade
think-
Wilson.
I think it's a
and the
lie.
guy's name's Slade Wilson.
It's
Like, come on.
that had to piss them
Come
off so
on.
bad. No. This is Wade Wilson.
And it's an assassin who uses guns and swords with a big like flak jacket thing on. It's
Yep.
he definitely.
Oh, just to throw this out there, by the way, happy 30-year anniversary, Deadpool.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering if we'd go this whole episode without Adrian bringing it up, but Mike did. That was weird
Yeah, as if we went any longer.
because we know that Mike's not the biggest Deadpool fan, so I figured
Hey,
Adrian would.
I am.
Adrian's just the knowledge of all comic books.
The old merc with the mouth. I'll tell you what. That's my guy right
These are things Adrian's heard.
there. We are laughing.
This is a good time, guys.
I don't know shit about comics.
Well, I want to start with Adrian.
Please.
Because I feel like we could go on forever doing this, but and that'd be great. But some of us work in the morning.
Not me,
Works.
bitches.
Yeah,
Work
I do.
sucks. I know.
Yeah. Thanks, Blink.
Corey, let's make this joke too. Corey, what else did Blank say?
I miss you.
we did that at the end of the Resident Evil episode.
Did
Corey
you
said the same thing last week. He said we could talk about Resident Evil all night, but adult life gone. And I made that joke, and then Corey said that. Let's see how many weeks we can keep that going.
But so I want to kind of start with Adrian real fast, since you're not the biggest Marvel fan anymore. Like I know that, like as far as like we've discussed how you're kind of burnt out on the whole Marvel universe.
Oh God!
Can we not do this again?
No, but if there's anything,
Here's the thing about.
if there is anything that they are doing that you are looking forward to, throw it out there.
Well, definitely the X-Men and Fantastic Four. I want to see them be
Absolutely.
incorporated.
You have to be excited about the new Thor
Yeah.
though, because Taika Waititi's doing it, and you like Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I think it's going to be similar.
I just like Korg. He should have his own show.
Yeah, Korg's great.
We've talked about it. I'm not excited about a lot of the side characters. They don't really carry the weight as much to me as the older ones did. We'll see if I get
What side
interest in them.
characters? Go fuck yourself. Oh, I'm
Fucking
sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That new girl or what was the girl in Scarlet Witch, her sister or whatever?
American Chavez?
No, that was Multiverse of Madness. I'm talking about Scarlett Johansson one. Not Scarlet Witch. I meant Black Widow.
I actually like her. I know.
No. I don't think she was a bad character. Just
Yana Lova Belova, or what the fuck was her name? Yelena Belova.
Bobby Millie Brown.
Yvonne Baloney.
Yolanda Balundu.
Yavalo Balongalo.
I just don't know if Yvette
Bongos.
Belingi is gonna
Shlabba labba ding dong.
I don't know if Yabaruzi Baranski is enough.
Here's the problem is Adrian sees this as just a new Black Widow, but she's actually part of a group that they've been forming throughout the TV shows.
I don't
They have
give
quite
fuck.
a few. That's exactly the problem. That's why you don't care.
Exactly. No, it might be cool. I don't know.
They already have her.
Black Rancor.
Shut up. They have her Baron
Microwave
Zemo.
Man.
I'm cutting all this out. Her Baron Zemo. They have the new. Well, the guy that was tried to be Captain America in Falcon the Winter Soldier.
Oh, right. Wait, that tried to be Captain America?
Yeah, so you don't give a fuck. So you're talking shit and you don't even know anything about it.
That must be like a side storyline.
Yeah, his name was John Walker. They gave him the shield after Captain America died, and then he went all ballistic and killed a guy on the steps, like that he was chasing.
Shit. I was gonna say, wasn't his name Sam?
No, that's Falcon.
Yeah, exactly.
In the show, Falcon didn't want to take the mantle because it was too much pressure. So he gave the shield to a museum because that's where he thought it belonged.
Right.
And then the government gave it to this John Walker guy who was like a war veteran, like hero.
Like when Peter Parker gave his fucking glasses to fucking Mysterio.
In the comics, don't both Bucky and Falcon at some point take the mantle?
Yep.
Oh.
That's when in Winter Soldier, when he's fighting Bucky before he knows who he is, and he throws the shield and Bucky's holding it, and they hold on him for like 4 seconds holding that shield. I thought that was foreshadowing of him getting the shield eventually. And then when they're in that field in Endgame and he says, "Hey man, you go ahead. You deserve it." To Falcon, I was kind of pissed.
Yeah.
I wanted Bucky to take the helm.
That was called misdirection.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Bucky knew that Steve Rogers was staying in the past because he like hugged him and all that shit before he took the stones back?
I think he had a feeling he wouldn't see him again.
Right, because he's like, it's gonna be okay, Bucky.
He didn't even seem surprised. And when Falcon was freaking out, like, get him back here, he just kind of walked away and looked towards that bench. I think he may have even told him, "I'll meet you here at this time."
Looked over at Joseph Robinette Biden on the bench. Don't tell me that didn't look like Biden.
It did.
A typical American. Hey, Biden, you going to lower them gas prices? No, I don't think I will. No, so Fantastic Four, depending on the casting, I'm excited regardless. And the X-Men. Well, John Krasinski, we know. Obviously, I'd like to see his wife, Emily Blunt, be the Invisible Woman.
That would be amazing.
If that's the dream combo people have been waiting for.
Chris Evans said that he would like to reprise his role as the Human Torch.
Chris Evans wants to be the Human Torch again. Yeah.
That would be fucking hilarious.
It would be.
I agree.
And then what did we decide? Corey Jessica Alba's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we said. Yep.
Jessica Alba's the thing.
Not Michael, whatever the heck
Michael
his name
Dickless.
is. That's it, yeah.
Wow.
No, I have nothing against him. He's
poor
a great
Michael
actor.
Chiklis. He's actually really good.
He's going to feel that burn on fucking culture shock.
He's
like, what
are you talking about? He's going to be our guest next week.
He's going to be like, what the fuck is culture shock? Then he's going to throw his phone and shoot it with a fucking pistol.
Did I not tell you guys that he's on next week?
Oh, shit.
Whoops.
Michael, Mr. Dickless, Chickless, what do I call you?
Oh, God.
Are we fucking peers? Can I call you Michael? Yeah, so, Fantastic Four and X-Men, that is the thing I'm looking forward to.
He said the thing.
Those are the obvious ones for me. I think
Thing smash. That's the
I'm
thing,
really
right?
excited for, but as our resident huge Deadpool fan, I know Corey's a pretty big Deadpool fan too. There's a rumor out there that I hope is true. It'll actually make me watch a Disney Plus show.
Oh, wow.
that Deadpool's supposed to make an appearance in She-Hulk.
And
So-
She-Hulk.
But there also was the same
Fuck.
rumor. There was also the same rumor he was going to be on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So
right, yeah. So I mean,
it does make more sense that he would show up in She-Hulk because they're both fourth wall breakers.
right.
Yeah.
She
That
was
does
actually
make
doing
sense.
it. She was actually doing it before he was.
Yeah,
okay.
way before he was. And
But
in
this
the-
is how they get you to watch these fucking shows.
I know. I know.
But Deadpool's gonna be in it. Fuck
I, wa-
off.
I watch all of them. So
Fuck you,
Where's-
Doug. Shut up.
No,
he
we're
doesn't,
talking about-
he doesn't
already
listen to
left.
this.
Yeah, he left. He played 2 seconds. He's like, "Yep, it's up."
No, I was just making a joke about how he
Doug,
left.
you're a piece of shit. Since you'll never listen to this, 50 minutes, 30 seconds. Doug is a piece of shit. So, what are you excited for, Mike?
The possibility of Deadpool finally making his true Marvel appearance.
Yes.
Aside from that wonderful, wonderful little review thing that him and Korg did.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
What were they reviewing?
Free Guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was
That's
hilarious.
because they're both in it. Deadpool and
Yeah.
Yeah,
that guy that I can't say
Taika
his name.
Waititi.
he's
Yeah,
like the
glad-
dick
Will you,
boss.
will you
could
learn
say
how
it.
to say his name?
Taiko Wachichi.
Not even close.
Taco Wakakas.
That was closer.
Taco
Tayachi
Burrito.
Tayachi Watati. I love that guy. Tim Tams to a Walker.
Chichi Kakarot. Oh, wait.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I don't think so.
Guano.
Tackle with losses.
That's not even the that's not even the
losses.
term.
Tangle with Colossus. What?
Tango and Wash.
Which was a great part of Deadpool too.
Corey's trying to get it on track.
I love when Colossus shoves the cable up Juggernaut's ass. and
What does he say?
Oh,
What does
that
he
is
say in
funny.
that part before he does it? Time to fight dirty or whatever.
Yeah, and that what is
Said time to put this up your ass. I thought it was a little direct.
it was a little on the nose or on the ass, if you will.
On the, could use some clever wordplay.
Did you know Ryan Reynolds voiced the Juggernaut in that?
Yeah, he sure did.
Wait, in X-Men 3?
Yeah, I know. No,
Yeah, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. So what about you, Corey? What are you excited about for the future of Marvel, if that's what we're asking?
Do we have an hour? Hold on.
You didn't ask what I'm excited for about the
hold on.
future of DC.
In 5 minutes, tell me
The Batman too?
what you're most excited for in Marvel coming up.
Just like I got 5 minutes for Batman and Robin.
5 minutes.
What,
Go.
What I'm most excited for?
Yeah, what you're most excited for.
Oh my god. Okay, I want.
Taco wasabi.
I need all of these characters that they've been introducing, these younger characters, to eventually become the new Avengers. I need the Thunderbolts to be a thing.
The fuck is that?
Shut up! You gave me 5 minutes. I want.
You guys talked during mine.
We did.
No, because yours was a joke.
Corey said no.
Stop talking. Hold on. I'll just cut all this out. I'll just keep talking.
Screw the universe.
Screw the universe.
I knew that would get you.
I banish you to Hoboken, New Jersey.
That gets him every time if I need him to break character.
Dad, I want to
It's like-
ride that one. Me too, son.
Me too, son. It's like the Pavlov's dog.
Oh my
Screw the
god,
universe.
Dude, Where My Car is one of the best movies ever. It's so slept on. They want to do a sequel, by the way.
Oh my
They do?
God.
Yeah, both
Sean
of them are
William Scott,
in too.
Does he still even make movies?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
sure.
Here's a question. Here's a question for you guys. If you had to pick one of them, Sean William Scott or Ashton Kutcher, who would you put in a comic book movie, and who do you think they could be any like decent character?
Yes, I think Ashton Kutcher is actually a very good actor when he wants to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, dramatic actor.
Yeah,
I think they both could actually be.
The Guardian. Corey, you love The Guardian, don't you? I do too.
yeah. Guardian's a great movie.
I said I do too before you said yeah.
Plus,
You love it, don't you? So do I.
you didn't even let me answer, dude.
I'm nervous. I'm doing
he's a-
podcasts.
He's also great in Butterfly Effect. I think he's very good in that
Oh,
movie.
it's an excellent
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why that had sequels.
I could wake up a dirt farmer in Bangladesh.
Do not watch the Butterfly Effect
He
too.
nailed the Steve Jobs role.
He
Oh,
played
yeah.
a great Steve Jobs.
He did.
He's a good actor. He's got range.
So if I had, Sean William Scott is great. He's a little too jokey.
Yeah, but there's got to be a character in the Marvel or DC universe that he could play.
Right.
That's it. You know what? What's that character in in Watchmen? He could play that guy. That
There's a
Jeffrey
lot
Dean
of
Morgan
characters in
played.
Watchmen.
Taika
The
Waititi.
comedian?
Yeah, he can play that guy.
The comedian's a little too like gruff and a badass. Sean William Scott's a little too baby faced for that.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was like the perfect comedian.
Ashton Kutcher could be Shaggy. Is that a Marvel character?
Zoinks!
It's Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Yeah, exactly. That one's for you, Doug.
But technically, Shaggy could appear in DC. That's the same property, yeah.
Jesus, that would be crazy.
Thanks, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Thanks.
They're trying to pull a Marvel and buy all kinds of properties to put stuff together. Although, you know what? What could happen now, because they did...
looks really awesome.
Yes, it does. They did buy... Marvel did buy the properties to both Predator and Alien. So they could put either of those in a Marvel movie.
Wait, who did Marvel?
Marvel bought
No.
Predator and Alien.
No. They better not put them in a movie.
No,
They would fuck them up.
They're
It's
putting
gonna be
them
part
in,
of the MCU.
they're only putting them in the comic books, fighting Marvel characters.
Scarlet Witch versus fucking Predator. There you go. Corey got the good impression finally, and I did a shit one.
No, like, yours was good too. I liked it.
Mine was more like hitting a water bomb. Damn, that was good.
I've hit a few in my day.
It's 11:20 here on the East Coast. That can only mean one thing. It's been 7 hours since 4:20. So take out your water bongs and blaze. Corey, good.
I can also...
I'm Taika Waititi on the East Coast.
Hey, you said it right.
You said it right. I'm also very good at stirring mac and cheese. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yep. We're going to stop that one. We're going to stop that one. Tape, bow, bow. That's not how the song goes. And Corey, that was...
Yeah.
And Corey, that was your 5 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Well, I guess I'm excited for those two things I said before. Fucking
Aren't
dude,
you?
where's my car?
We talked about, dude, where's my car? And fucking... Alrighty then. Nope, that was a good 5 minutes.
And then Mike tricked me with fucking Sean William Scott and Ashton Kutcher.
Aren't you guys glad I jumped in?
No. Or was I supposed to say yes?
Wait, let me read my script. Yes.
Oh, shit. My bad.
What I'm excited for is for them to just start the fuck over.
Yeah, yeah, I would like that.
Hey, we have the Suicide Squad. We have the Batman. They're starting to go down the right path.
But the Batman's not part of the universe. It's just...
Oh, right. Not
Yeah.
like the DCEU.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do something like Marvel did, they need to start over and they need to do it right. They tried to rush it.
I would love for them to turn everything on their heads with this Flash movie and make
Great.
Michael Keaton Thomas Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Make him
yeah.
the Thomas Wayne Batman.
How would you guys feel like about a simultaneous DCEU Batman while Robert Pattinson is doing the Batman?
See, I don't
Okay
like
with
that.
If they
I
had
don't
like
like
two
it.
separate.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean going at the same
Yeah.
time?
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Okay, yeah, I don't want them mixing. I thought you meant together.
Wait, no.
I thought you meant Robert Pattinson in the DCEU.
Oh, hell no. I'm
No,
talking
no.
about a DCEU version and then Robert Pattinson's
yeah,
version.
that's fine.
There's only one way that'll work though.
Robert Pattinson is both.
No. The DCEU version cannot have his own movie. He has to be just an established character already in their universe when they start doing the other movies.
Yeah. So it would be quite literally like the Snyder Batman, just like in the terms of like an older, more experienced.
Yeah, I would be
He's
okay
not-
with that as long as they
Yeah.
don't fuck it up.
Right.
See, the problem was with DC is they were going to do Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and The Flash before they even did the Justice League movie.
Yeah.
And Marvel was succeeding so hard with their teams, they just
Yep.
jumped straight into Batman versus Superman.
Right.
And the only thing they had was Man of Steel. That was like it. So they fucked up completely.
That was all they had established.
They jumped way too. Then they announced, they like introduced all these fucking characters that didn't have time to be fleshed out because it was one movie.
Man of Steel was a good movie.
Man of Steel's a good movie. I hate
but-
Superman, but it's a good movie.
But then when they did Batman versus Superman, they Doomsday shouldn't have been introduced into that movie.
No, absolutely not. Doomsday's a huge fucking character.
Wonder Woman should not have had as big of a role in that movie as she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the small little cameos that they did, like to show all these different like people that they're there, that they exist.
All the extra
yeah.
stuff
But-
took away from what that movie was supposed to be. Batman versus Superman.
It's my same argument with the whole Civil War thing. It's literally the same thing. There was 15 minutes of the actual fight.
Yeah. Oh, I think
In
on
a 2 hour
paper,
and 45-minute movie.
I think on paper in their universe, and I'm sure it's been done in comics before, but on paper that should have been great. I love the idea of Batman wanting Superman to be held accountable. I love that.
He in the comics,
that
Batman
has happened. Yeah.
always hates Superman for the alien he is and never trusts him.
Right.
He never
And
trusts Superman.
I think the beginning of Batman versus Superman was really good. Seeing Bruce Wayne drive into, what was it, Metropolis, and see all the destruction and shit. Like, I thought it was set up really well. I thought the movie was going to be awesome.
Bruce Wayne looking up with that fucking look on his face, like, how the fuck does he get away with this? Was beautiful. Great fucking moment. Except the fact that it was a huge fucking Jeep commercial. They kept showing the goddamn symbol.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, it was a great fucking moment.
Let me get my Doritos.
The best thing that came out of that movie was the Jimmy Kimmel skit.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
Well, Corey, that would have been more fitting in the Justice League movie, right? Because Batman was making jokes and shit.
Yeah.
He actually would have been like,
God.
Get the Doritos out of my glove compartment.
That fucking look he gives when Superman shows up. It still pisses me off. I'm so glad they got rid of that in the Snyder cut. Oh, because he looks up and he's like, my buddy Superman's here. Fuck that. I hated it so much. I was so mad.
My buddy Superman.
Oh my God, I almost got up in theaters and walked out. I was so fucking pissed.
Hey, hold on, listen. Once they realized that both their moms' names is Martha, they became best friends.
That's true. Look at all this room for activities. That's all it takes is one moment.
They had bunk beds and
they bonded.
Oats and hose together.
He's dead. He's dead. He's bleeding so much.
Suddenly Batman stopped caring that Superman causes hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage and hurts people in the process of saving people.
And he's like, you know what? Yeah,
you chill, dude.
You chill. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm going to show you where Alfred lives. I'm going to let you ride in my plane, and I'm going to take you with me, you know?
There was an alternate cut.
You can be my Robin.
There was an alternate cut where Batman said, Martha's my mom now. And then he killed her.
God. And I will give it this. Batman's fight in that warehouse is one of the best fights in any comic book movie anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
It's brutal and amazing.
Yeah.
I liked Batfleck. I'm not even going to be embarrassed by that. I think Ben Affleck should have kept being Batman, but there was just nowhere for him. Like they fucked it up.
Sucked. That movie just sucked.
If they would have given Matt Reeves full, like handed him Ben Affleck and said, make your Batman movie with Ben Affleck, I think the Batman would have worked with Ben Affleck.
I was going to say, these movies were supposed to be Ben Affleck until he backed out of it.
Matt Reeves said he wouldn't do it if it was part of the DCEU because he's not doing that.
Obviously, it wouldn't have been like a year 2 Batman with Ben Affleck because, he's not like 26 or whatever.
What they were going to do was they were going to do a old man Wayne who's kind of getting out of it but has to come back because crime's coming back, but he's too old to do it. Then he trains the kid to be the new Batman, and I don't remember that kid's name. That's going to bother me. But
Bat Boy.
That was their whole plan, was to have him be old man Bruce.
Yeah, I agree that Affleck would have made a better solo Batman movie than like a collaboration.
Yeah.
I think it would have been awesome.
It would have been great, but...
Yep, it didn't happen.
But Pattinson's fucking amazing, so I don't care.
Listen.
Oh, he is.
Honestly, I'm okay with everything turning out the way it did because
and I love the direction of the year 2 Batman. And for that, go check out our The Batman episode.
We did have one, it's true.
Not a The Batman episode, which you can also check out. That's for my 5 minutes on why Batman and Robin is the greatest superhero movie ever made.
It's not.
Chill.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Well, on that note, I think we should be done now because Adrian has just killed my vibe.
And for all the people that don't like comics like I do, I hope you give this episode a listen because we do some sidetrack.
If you like comics, I'm sure you've turned it off by now.
Here at Culture Shock, we're all about sidetrack.
Which I'm sure was a character in one of the universes. They've used every name. I think they're wrapping back around. They're going to Captain Marvel 2 and Captain America with a lowercase a. But, for the most part, Mike, what do you think about comic book movies?
I think they're pretty cute.
He did the thing.
It was awesome.
I totally agree with Mike. Comic book movies are my shit. Since I was a kid, I was begging for comic book movies, and they finally started making X-Men and Spider-Man movies, and I was so goddamn happy that they were doing it.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1 and 2.
As bad as X-Men 2 and 3 might be, and as bad as Spider-Man 3 is arguably,
that movie does exist.
when they came out, I loved them. They were amazing movies.
Yes, Corey once rated a MCU movie 91 out of 100. He was devastated.
Hold on,
It's
let's
true. I don't like
To give you
doing
an
that,
idea of Corey's MCU, he once gave it a 9.1.
which hurts me.
3 had the same mistake that Batman versus Superman had. They tried to do way too much in one movie.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
It fucking worked.
Not awesome.
And for the most contentious episode of our podcast history, check out the pre-Spider-Man No Way Home episode.
Yeah, well,
Guys, we officially have a backlog now. People can actually check out a lot of episodes.
Hey, right? Well, this is episode 31,
Okay,
bitches.
you know what? Do us a favor. Listen to all of them.
yeah. I don't care if you're even if you don't like Zelda, listen to that one.
Hey, you know what? We
Adrian.
sidetrack so much that the
I
title of
fucking
the
hate
episodes
Zelda.
the title of the episodes don't always mean exactly what we're talking about.
No. You've experienced that in the last two, at least.
You're gonna miss some gold if you think they're just talking about Zelda. No, we talked about some other stuff.
Resident Evil was about 35% Resident Evil. I loved it.
And if you want to go through and try and find something to cancel us, let us know. We love it.
The cancel us challenge.
That's
You
right.
can't cancel me. I cancel me.
Well, Mike, please don't do that.
But to see some of my opinions on the future of the MCU and why it's scaring the shit out of me, check out my Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness review on Baker Reviews.
Where's that at?
That's Baker Reviews on YouTube.com.
All right. Don't go to youtube.com. That's different.
RedTube. Wait, hold on.
Way different. Mike, you got anything?
No.
Mike's trying to figure out his lifestyle.
He's living life, man.
Listen, life's a little different for me at the moment, so
Right.
I don't
aka
have-
fucked.
no.
No,
Actually,
wait,
it's
life's good right now.
fantastic.
Mike is so happy right now that he doesn't want to share his fucking joy with other people on Twitch. Even though we said we'd watch him.
I'm sorry,
I know.
I'm
I
so-
subscribed and everything. What a waste of a click.
I gave him
sorry.
bits or whatever the fuck you do on Twitch.
I'm sorry. I'm so happy now. God.
No, Mike, I'm not depressed anymore.
Since Mike's happy and we're going to be losing him as a co-star, if you want to come and follow us on all the socials, on Facebook, we are Culture Shock Podcast. On Instagram, we're Culture Shock 21. And on Twitter, where I do primarily all my work, we are CS Podcast 21. Come follow us on all of those, and anywhere you get your episodes, please download them and subscribe, and please leave us some 5-star reviews. They really do help. They get us where we need to go in our lives, or professionally. I mean,
Hopefully financially. Give us money.
we want money. We're never gonna make money, but you know what, you guys, we
Oh, yeah.
like you. So
Oh, we haven't set up a Patreon. People can't pay us.
Someday.
why aren't people donating, guys? I don't get it.
Give money to cultureshock.com.
Again, that's .com. But I think that's probably going to do it for this comic book-ish episode. Please like and subscribe everywhere. That's going to do it for this episode. From all of us here at Culture Shocked, thanks for listening.
Thor smash.
Uh.